you still believe in him as a guy who could lead a team to a championship? Do you think a different kind of running mate would be needed for that? Like, where are you right now with Embiid?
It's tough. I think you nailed it. It is the first time that the blame, obviously Harden bears some of it, but really this is Embiid's loss to own. Derek Bodner, formerly of the Athletic, wrote a really nice write up about Embiid and how the of how it's really on him for the first time, because in the past it was injuries, it was Ben Simmons, it was like this or that, the Kawhi shot, like you could get off a little scot free with what he's bringing to the table, especially because he was bringing such an impact on the defensive end. But when you win MVP, the target on you is bigger and the expectations are bigger, and he really, really did not show up game 6 and 7. And that can't happen. Like, that can't happen. He's 29 now. In order for him to be like the guy that can take him to the next level, he has to own it. He can't be making excuses for anybody else anymore. So to this point, the Sixers have not beaten anybody in the playoffs that you would say is anywhere close to a title contender. They never have. They've lost close series to teams who were, but that doesn't count as a win as much as I would love for moral victories to count in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, do I believe in it happening in the future? I think he's exceptionally talented. I think he's exceptionally talented, especially in the defensive end. And offensively, I would love for someone to take a little bit more load off of him, a little bit pressure off of him. I think a better coach could surround him with at least a system that is less stagnant, which felt like so much of the problem in the past few years, where guys are just running at him and he's kicking it out. He really did a better job all season of working double teams, and then that all fell apart in the playoffs in the Boston series. So I would say my answer is I'm still working through my feelings on that about Joel. It is demoralizing to think that a guy that we rode for so hard forever, who finally won his MVP that I believe is deserved, could show up like that poorly in the playoffs. And he's closer to the end of his prime than the beginning of it. So time is running out a little bit, and I think that's just why you're seeing so much desperation in the Sixers fan base that is really wants it to happen for him and for us. But he's got to like take this loss and really, really grow from it and take it personally and decide, regardless of what the Sixers do with personnel, which is obviously hugely important, he has to decide, like, we're going to get past the goddamn second round because I'm the MVP and we have to beat somebody. We can't just be beating Bradley Beal Wizards and friggin' Siakam Raptors. Like, let's go. Let's be adults here.